Hey guys, my name is Zheng, and I'm gonna give a very quick Big Data Lab course instruction for the explanation of the command we learn and the software we learn. And I won't give any implementation instruction in this video. I just want to explain how this command works and what it will be used in the practical way. If you want to see the implementation instruction, you can check our Google Docs. And I thought this video will be helpful for those new starter in Linux, Hadoop, or Big Data. Okay, so let's start with Hadoop. So basically, when you first time into your Hadoop system, you need to format your name node. The Okay, you can see since my name node was already formatted, so I don't want to reformat it again. But if this is the first time you use Hadoop, you need to format this name node first. And once you format your name node, you could start your Hadoop. Let's come into the Hadoop home, and I just wait. Alright, and you can use GPS to check if you run it successfully. And by the way, the GPS is not from Hadoop; it's from Java. It was used for check how many virtual Java process running in your computer, because we use our local host as a Hadoop base. So the name, you can see the name node, the data node, it's all on the same computer. Let's say if we use a master slave structure, it means the name node and data node will be separately distributed in different computer. If you are a slave computer, you run your GPS and you just can see the data node port. You cannot see the name node. Alright, so at this time we can browse the local host, use our browser. The first part is 50030, and this is job tracker of MapReduce administration. You can, if you are running a MapReduce task, you can see how many map, how many reducer, and this kind of things. Basically, it's a track localhost, and we can check 50070 to our Hadoop file system. So you can see here, this is my Hadoop file system. Alright, so the most important part of Hadoop is Hadoop file system command. It's like how we use this command to management our file in the HDFS. Basically, it's very similar to the Linux command. So we start with I want to make a directory in the HDFS. So the command is Hadoop. Oh, by the way, you don't need to enter this. You don't need to enter the binary directory, because we already give the path to the bash. It means we can just input Hadoop, and the system will know you want to run a command in Hadoop. So it's Hadoop fs. Fs means file system dash make directory. And let's see, we want to do it test1. And here you see under user gz, here's a test1 directory. And here I want to give a quick explanation about the room directory and home directory. So the room, you can see here is my HDFS directory. The room directory, the root directory is here. Only a slash means all my file and directory was stored in this slash. And my home directory is user gz GZ means this is my username. So this part is my home directory. And we are gonna see what is absolute path and what's relative path. For my previous command, you can see I just told the system, okay, I wanna create a directory named test1, but I don't give it any directory path, right? But the test1 was created under my home directory. So the home directory is default if you don't use any slash here. Let's see if I add a slash here, what's gonna happen? So the test1 directory was created to here, to my root directory. If you enter the test1, you can see here's a path. So if the path start with no slash, it's a relative path. The default path for this relative path is slash user slash your username here. And you can also create this directory to the absolute path, test1, and I want to give a test2 behind this one. You can see here, test2. Sorry. And if you leave this part out and run this command again, the result will be the same. And next step, we want to put some file from our local PC file system to the HDFS, or download from HDFS to our local PC. Okay, so how we upload our local PC file? It's Hadoop fs put. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna upload this one in my desktop, this sales file, to my HDFS. Put it in test1. Okay. Okay. So the first part should be my sales, my local PC file, and I'm gonna use relative path all the way. It's desktop sales. And the second part is HDFS part. I want to make it test1. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I'll make it under test1. Okay, here you can find the sales file. It means I put this file from my local PC to the HDFS. Okay. And what if I want to download from the HDFS? I want to download test1 to my local PC. We're gonna use get. And the first part should be the HDFS path. It's test1. And the second part is the local PC path. I want to put it my desktop. Let's see. So let's check my desktop. Oh, sorry, I forgot a key here. Sorry. So it should be on my desktop. Alright. Okay, here you see. Here's a desktop. Okay, let me do it again. I wanna download it to my desktop. Okay, check my desktop. Okay, you see test1, and if you go into test1, it has test2 and sales, just like test2 and sales. Okay. So, and just pay attention to this. If you wanna upload a file to the HDFS or download from HDFS. For example, if I want to put cells on this directory, the first part means your local PC directory. The second part, let's see if I input test3, what's gonna happen? So does it mean I put this cells file to test3 directory, or I put cells as test3? Okay, let's refresh this one, check. You see, I got a test3 in the home directory, but it's a file, it's not a directory. It means I change the cell's name to test3 and put it in my directory. Let's open it. You can see it here. So just pay attention to this. And next step, we're gonna learn a list. So list is to check what's the content of a directory in HDFS. List. Okay, this time for better understanding, I use absolute path, GZ, right? So it will check everything under this GZ directory. Now you can see we got 4 things here, right? 4 things here. First, permit, it's a directory. Resample, it's a directory. Test1, it's a directory. Test3, it's not a directory. Now, so this part means the file permission for each file. So you can see this file permission status was composed by 10 characters. The first characters, it was a D or a dash. It means whether this file is it a directory. And we have 3 parts after the first character. This 3 one, RWX, R-X, R-X. So the first RWX means read, write, and execute permission for the owner of this file. Second is for the group, and the third is for all other users. So it means, okay, if you are the owner of this directory, you can read, you can write, or you can execute it. But if you are a group user, you're not an owner, you're just a group user. You can read, you can execute, but you cannot write to this directory. So this is a file permission. And next step, let's see how I can change this permission of the file. So the basically the command is Hadoop fs change mode. And here we got two ways to change it. The first one is a numerical way. Okay, so let's use this permit directory as an example. Okay, I just input 777. 7 means read, write, and execute. It's permit. Okay, let's see. And I want to do the list again. So you can see in here, the permit directory, it's all RWX for the 3.1, right? But here in permit, I have a file s. But you find though I changed the directory permission, but I didn't change the file in this directory. It's still RWRR. So what if I want to change all these things together? I just use this one. For this change mode, use -r. This R means recursively. It means for all the subdirectory or the file in this primate directory, apply this command. So let's see. And let's check. So now you see this file as it has write. It doesn't have execute because it's an executive file in the Linux. Alright. And there is a second way called symbolic way. It's we use just some character to tell the system how we want to add or minus permission to different users. Okay, let's take this test one for example. Okay, so basically for test one, I want to give group users write permission. It doesn't have now, right? For test one, so Hadoop file system change mode group plus write, and for test one, and let's check it. So you see here for test one, it has the group user have the write permission. And we can also use -r for the recursive application. And what if I don't want group user to execute? I just use g minus x. Let's check it again. So you see here, here's a dash compared, here's x. So this is basically the file permission command. And the last command I want to show is how to delete a directory or file in HDFS. So we use this remove sample directory as a sample. Okay, so we have remove rm. It's short for remove command. So let's see what's in the rm sample directory. It has 4 directory and 4 files in this rm sample. So if I want to delete this file 4, what should I do? It's Hadoop fs-rm and sample / file 4. So you can see this file was deleted, and we refresh here, it was deleted. And what if I want to delete this directory 4? Can I use this one? Let's try drr4. It says rm cannot remove directory, right? So we need to use rmr instead. This rmr, this r means recursively, just as we see for the file permission one. This r means apply this remove command to all the subdirectory or files in our target directory. So let's see. I want to delete directory 4, and now the directory 4 was deleted. Let's refresh again. You see? And what if I want to remove all things under rm sample directory, but I don't want to remove this one? I don't want to remove this directory. So you can use this command. Use the $sign. Let's try. You see, all the files, all the directories under this rm sample was deleted. Yeah, it's empty directory. And if you go to parent directory, this rm sample is still here. And the last thing I want to remind you is the RM is a very dangerous command. If you don't have the confidence, don't use it for your HDFS or your local file system. You can try use move mv. You can try use move, like move the things you don't want to a specific directory and delete that directory periodically. Because I saw there was a lot of disasters happen when the engineering use rm-rf, this kind of command. Okay, so here is basically a command for Hadoop, and thanks for watching. And if you get any suggestions, please give a message to me. Thank you.